Hello everyone. Today we will see from Unit 3 NCERT book from class 7 uh, The Shade, a poem written by Frank Flynn, written by the poet Frank Flynn. So if we talk about the poet, he was born on 6th December 1906 and passed away on in the year 2000. He was uh, an Australian author. He was an Australian author, a doctor, and a missionary priest. He was born and educated in Sydney, and he has his contribution mostly we find in to religion, medicine, and to the welfare of the people in Australia. So, do you know what a shade is? If we talk about the topic that we are taking today, the shade, do you ever heard this word shade? A shade is a small room. A shade is a small room which is away from the main house, can be say a cow shed, a tool shed, a wood shed, right? Why we make such type of small room away from house, like for storing or keeping things, animals, tools, vehicle, etc. So maybe some of you are having this type of house in your surrounding, also surround your in your boundary, right? So let's read the poem and afterwards we will explain it. There is a shed at the bottom of a garden with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I am in bed, I lie and listen. I will open that door one day. There is a dusty old window around at the side with 3 cracked panes of glass. I often think there is someone staring at me each time that I pass. I will peep through that window one day. My brother says there is a ghost in the shed who hides under the rotten floorboards. And if I ever dare to set foot inside, he will jump out and chop off my head. But I'll take a peek one day. I know that there isn't really a ghost. My brother tells lies to keep the shed for his den. There isn't anyone staring or making strange noises, and the spider has been gone from his web. Since I don't know when, I will go into that shed one day soon. But not just yet. Written by Frank Flynn. Here, the poet talks about a shed. The poet talks about a shed which is at one end of their garden, which is just one end of their garden. And the shed is seldom use its door locked, remain locked. Its door remain locked. There is a spider's web which is hanging. There is a spider web which is hanging across the door, and the hinges are rusty. Hinges which we put in the door, okay, so that it help us to close and open it. I will show you how it look like. Okay, this is what the hinge. This is called hinge. Now these hinges are rusty. It got rust and creak in the wind. When there is wind, it create a sound. Okay, that hinges, it create a sound when there is wind. So the poet listen when he is in his bed. When he is lying in his bed, he listened that, and the poet says he will open that door one day. He will open that door one day. Again, there is a dusty old window around at the side with 3 cracked panes of glass, and there a dusty old window is there, very dusty old window, and in that window there is a glass which is cracked. There is a glass with 3 crack, and the poet, he said, whenever he passed that whenever he passed that shed, he often think that there is someone staring at him. There is someone staring at him, and who is there, he doesn't know. Who is there, he doesn't know, but someone is staring at him whenever he passes by the shed. Whenever he passes by the shed, he feels as if somebody is staring at him. Staring means looking someone continuously at looking at a particular thing continuously. That is called staring. Now the poet once again plans to look through the window one day. To look through the window one day. My brother says there is a ghost in the shed. His brother said that there is a ghost. There is a ghost in the shed. There is a ghost who is hiding where? Under the rotten floorboards. Some houses, they used to have the floor with wood floor, right? So that is called floorboards, and it is got rotten. Okay, and his brother tells him that inside that shed there is a floorboards, and inside that floorboards that ghost is there. Ghost is hiding, and if I ever dare to set foot, he would jump. If he by having all the courage, if he set his foot inside the shed, maybe the ghost will jump and chop off his head. He will cut his head. But also poet says that he will take a peek one day. He will see what is there inside the shed one day. Again, what the poet is curious to know if there is a ghost inside the shed, as told by his brother. He wants to know if his brother is telling lies or the truth. He is little afraid, but a lot more curious also, and plans to take a look inside the shed one day. Now the poet is confident that there is no ghost. There is no ghost under the rotten floorboards. There is no ghost. He is little confident. Nobody is staring or making strange noises. Nobody is making strange noises, and there are no cobwebs also. There are no cobwebs. But the poet has some fear inside. but the poet has some fear inside and is not able to bring those courage to go inside the shed. But he does plans. He does plans to enter the shed. He does plans to enter the shed, but hesitant and postponed it for some time, saying that not just yet. He is just postponing to go inside the shed because he has some fear. He has some fear. So that's why he always uh, postponing the date, postponing the date. Clear? So this is what about the poem that I have just explained to you. Hope you have understood. I want that you all should go through this poem, read it 2-3 times, then you all will understand very quickly. And the poet here, as he uses very simple words. He uses very simple words where you will not get any problem. So some questions are there. I want that you should do this as a homework, like question number 1: who is the speaker in the poem? Is he or she afraid or curious or both? Then the third, what is he or she planning to do soon? These 3 questions you can do it as a homework, and whenever you send your copy, that time I will check it. So hope you have understood today this much only. You stay at home and take a very good care of your health. Thank you very much.